Ta-da.
Ta-da.
I am live, it says. Nobody's waiting.
People said they're waiting.
Nobody said they were waiting. If nobody comes, we are not telling nobody nothing. Hello everyone. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Bella Natural Care. I am Bella, and today I have a guest. Let me make drum roll.
My name is Henry,
Husband.
and I'm the wonderful husband of this wife.
You started already.
Ain't I lucky?
I'm joking. You mean ain't you like your aunt I lucky since you are the wonderful husband of Bella?
We're both lucky.
There's one person. Hi. Wow, that person was fast. Hello, welcome. I see them here.
Yeah, not sure if that's me with a tablet, but
Okay, that is possible. That is you. Oh, okay. I'm sure it's you. Did you like it?
No.
Okay, then it's not you because this person also liked. Please say hello or hey, just wave or something so we can see you in the comments. And then we will say hello to you appropriate. According to your name. But first of all, no, wait, I'm waiting until there's at least 4 million views. You remember last time I had 4 million views?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm waiting for my 4 million viewers, then I can tell you a good news. I have a good news, by the way.
Oh, good for me as well.
No, good for me.
Okay.
I mean, but who is the person? Please say hello in the That is me in the second person. Are you sure you watch me? Yeah, it is you. But do we have 4 likes?
But why don't I see the live stream itself?
You didn't click on it. Okay. Oh, you gotta go here, I think.
Yeah, I was.
Is it playing? It's not playing for some reason. Hiyo. That's very weird. Because look.
Maybe it's the stupid tablet.
So, hi guys. Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Please say something. I would like to say hi. Who?
2 people are watching.
Is it these 2 people?
It's this.
And then also lay it down, I don't know, however you want. So you're going to be excited about ourselves, watching ourselves. It's on your phone. Oh my gosh, it's Patricia. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, you were here. You sure didn't miss it. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Yes. Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining. Yeah, we are all fine. I am fine. I'm hyped.
We didn't start yet because you're the first watcher.
So it was you. Thank you. You were the first one. Thank you for joining. I'm looking over there because your comment is over there. Thank you so much. I appreciate very much. I know you say you're not going to miss it, and you sure didn't. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I hope it's remotely interesting.
I hope it is interesting. I don't know. I mean, does he look interesting? He looked more mischievous than interesting, I think.
Come on.
Okay, before I say a lot of things, okay, that just means you are also interesting, but more mischievous looking.
I can live with that.
Okay, so anyway, he is very interesting. But first of all, a Appreciate the hair, guys.
Appreciate the hair.
Babe, get out. Appreciate the hair. I did this especially for you guys for this live. I did the hair for the live. I got dressed up for you guys. I look cute for you. And he does too. So anyway,
I didn't dress up.
yeah, in all seriousness, my good news that I want to tell you is I have 150 subscribers. Congratulations.
Well done.
Thank you. You know, it is so small because I think everybody else on here or who comes here have more subscribers than me. But I was super excited when I saw it. I was like, oh! I did a little dance. I have 150 subscribers. Thank you so very much to the 150 of you. It is not very easy on these YouTube streets. It is not very easy on YouTube. Sometimes you get discouraged because you see other people that have more subscribers that are even close to or are already monetized and stuff like that. And you are trying, but I also know that I haven't been consistent. So I am super, super grateful and thankful for the 150 people that subscribe to my channel. So that is my good news.
She said she should get the products you use for your hair.
Yeah, but to be honest, it's
She uses my gel.
okay. Should you really expose me like that? To be honest, it's not so much of the product because I have a shampoo and I have a conditioner that I put my hair in and then wash it out. And then I have a moisturizer. This one from Cantu, it's not even the best to be honest. Cantu products are not really good. They don't even help my hair become softer. But what I think I can recommend, and I think that is working for me is just how I handle my hair. I don't overcomb them or it. It's not even a them, it is it. I don't overcomb and I try every now and then to do a mask, especially when I wash my hair, before I wash my hair. This guy is always laughing at me because I call it a pre-pooing. Pre-pooing is just pre-shampoo before you shampoo. Instead of saying before shampoo, they took the last three letters.
They just kept the poo.
Yeah, yes, we kept the poo. That's it. We kept the poo, and I think that's what's helping me. And I've been using the aloe mostly to pre-poo. I think hopefully one day I can show you how I do it. And when I do that before I shampoo, it's also when I comb my hair out, also or detangle as they say, and the rest is just up to how you handle your hair. If you are combing too much or you're combing your hair dry or yeah, combing too much because every time you comb, something is coming off. Sometimes really I go a week or more than a week without no comb is going through here anyway. It's not like this one. Like look, my fingers go through like yeah, try that. Right here you'll be caught. Yeah, but if you want to get the product, the shampoo really help my hair get soft. It doesn't dry out my hair while I'm washing. So if you want to get it, I bought it from Amazon. So I don't know if
Which one is it? The Cantu?
no, this one is I think Cream of Nature. It's from Cream of Nature. Yeah. So Patricia, you're the only one here, I think, and the two other people is us watching us. That is funny. So
What about your sister?
I don't know. They're not here. I don't know if Asteria is a church because she liked to be a church, but I'm gonna try and share the link. Please help me share the link if you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
If you're okay with that.
Be patient with us. 1 second.
Yeah, we
come to our story, promise.
yeah, we will come to our story soon. I hope. Are you under the blanket? I watched your live the other day. You were under the blanket, or was it you were in bed? It's funny that here it's hot and I'm even sweating. And over there you guys are freezing, but really your weather is not cold. I don't want to take away from your feelings, guys, of being cold, but it is so not cold. Wait until you go to Europe. This weather is brutal.
Well, it is not cold. It's warm here at the moment.
Yeah, no, I'm comparing the weather when they say it's cold and us here.
Yo.
I can now pin comments. I got it. Yeah, so Patricia said you are interesting. By the way, we missed that comment.
Thank you. Try.
Yeah, he is.
Trying hard.
You don't even have to try. Not even being corny, but just it's the truth.
Thanks, babe.
So, but you did see the products that I use, ne? I show it on the other live. If you want to get it, if you have a way to order it, that's what I have, or that's what I use. I'm just gonna try to share. I'm gonna try to share the live to some people.
Namibia is so cold,
but it is true.
Yeah. What can be cold in Namibia?
No,
even in winter it's like 20 degrees in shorts weather.
Not always 20 degrees. Sometimes it's more. It's
in the morning,
colder.
and at night it's pretty cold. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what Namibia considers cold is German summer.
Yeah, that's why a lot of tourists are always in Namibia around this time, because it's not hot for them.
So, should we start with a story?
I think because we don't really want this to be long and people are not here. My number one fan is not here. Asteria. Asteria is always sharing. So I call him my number one fan. Yeah, check it out. But I do know that they sell Cantu products and other products. But what I did is I just buy something and see if it works or if my hair likes it. And then if that don't, I use it until it's finished. And I use it until it's finished. Then I try something else. Or I give it away to somebody who might use it. All right. Okay.
Right.
We want to start.
Yes.
This
is exclusive now for you.
Yeah. This is exclusively for Patricia. How we met.
How we met?
You go first or I go?
Yeah, because there's a backstory.
There's a backstory.
And we go back all the way to the early 2000s.
Okay, you tell the backstory, I guess.
Right. It's all my brother's fault.
Yeah.
So it's down to him. Because my brother learned to be a chef when he was 16 or so. And then after a while decided that's not for him. And he wanted to do something somewhere else. And didn't want to work as a chef. So he decided to go to Namibia.
Although he sometimes works as a chef still.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
But not as a full-time profession.
Yeah.
So he went to Namibia to Youth for Christ and worked there as a chef, kitchen guy, whatever, to help out, not knowing a single word of English, by the way. So he went there completely without any knowledge.
Yeah, and this is the brother who follows him. I'm the
firstborn.
He's the firstborn. He looked like a baby, but He's the
Me.
firstborn, yes. In my opinion, meaning he looked younger. Oh, did I just say that?
So if you're watching this,
Oh Lord. Okay.
you heard it. But anyway,
I'm
so
gonna I'm gonna do like in the African movie. Hold your mouth.
anyway, he went to Namibia to Youth for Christ, which is in Hodikos in
Okahanja.
Okahanja. And he worked as a chef there.
Yeah.
And it's some kind of a Bible school there. And they do short-term missionary trainings.
Yeah. If you wanna learn how to talk to other young people about God and stuff like that. And I was there
Exactly.
as a student. You can go for a year training.
Yeah. So Bella was there as a student. My brother was there as a chef,
Yeah.
cooking person, whatever.
A volunteer, but cooking.
Yeah. And he ended up doing the short-term missionary training as well after a while. But anyway, that's where these two met, my wifey and my brother.
Yeah. So I first met his brother way before I met him. That was in the year 2000, by the way. Yeah. So shall I continue then?
Yeah, continue.
Okay. So it is coming to how we met, I promise. We just want to give you a background and so on. And I think most of the time when because it's so obvious and there's nothing wrong with it, people are meeting online. And most of the time when they see this interracial or mixed couples, a lot of people assume you met online or something. Like, how could, but yeah, we didn't meet online or anything. So I met his brother in the year 2000. And then after I did this Bible study and things like that, I went to work with missionary couples. And these were couples from the US that I have also met while I was at this Bible school. And then they came back in the year 2003 to start some kind of program. They were missionaries sent by their church and they needed a translator. So I was translating for the wife. That's how we came to know each other. But even before they came back to live in Namibia, they used to come. This missionary from the US used also to come to Okahanja to our base. And that's when I met them first. And that's when his brother Soren also met this American couple and befriended each other. So now when they came back to live, I somehow ended up living with them. I was the African daughter. I am the daughter. Excuse the noise if you can hear it. And then I'll continue for a little bit.
Yeah,
So I went to live and work, not just live. I went to live and work with this American couple I knew them roughly from 2000, 2003. They came to Namibia. 2004, they came to settle in Okahanja. But my brother-in-law, who was just somebody I knew from this Bible school, went to
South Africa.
To some other missionary organization or so. He left Namibia. He just stayed a couple of months, I think, in the year 2000, and then he went back. So, although he already met the people that I went to live with and stuff like that. So then, in 2004, I think yes, in 2004, his brother came back, met a girl in South Africa. He came back with his girlfriend to work with somebody else. But it didn't work out. So he ended up coming to us, to this American couple with the organization that they now started and started working with us. And he even lived with us. Both him and his girlfriend, they lived with us. There was an apartment outside of the house. He was living there. And because we are Christians, I mean, we are, you were not allowed to live with your girlfriend before you were married, so the girlfriend lived in the house.
Especially not when your host is a pastor, no?
Yeah, not when you are not when you are a pastor and a missionary, you know. So the girlfriend lived in the house, he lived in the flat outside. So we get to know each other better now with the brother and so on. And this couple and went on and forth. And then I also befriended his girlfriend, and he came back to Namibia. But also their parents, my husband's parents, were also volunteers of this Youth for Christ organization where I was. I hope you're beginning to see the connection. It has many branches. So his parents were already volunteers, and they even came to visit his brother in the year 2000 when he was there as a volunteer, and met the American couple missionaries that I later went to live with. So they become also friends. Even before I went to live with them, I think they already knew each other. But
Meanwhile, all of this, I was just studying and minding my own business somewhere in Germany.
yes, this guy, I didn't know him at all. I, to be honest, I didn't even know how many siblings did your brother have when I met him or when I knew him.
And I have two brothers.
Yes, he's the oldest, the middle brother that came to Namibia, who has been my friend. Little did I know he was going to be my brother-in-law for all this time. And lost my train of thought. No. So his parents used to come there. We befriended everybody, and so on and so forth. And then his parents used to come and meet my parents, my American parents now, because we really just were daughter parents. We have the daughter parents relationship. I lived with them for all of my adult years. I was barely an adult, yes, when I went to live with them. Uh, I just become an adult from my teen age, was barely an adult into my adulthood when I lived with them, right up to when I got married. And the pastor, husband of the wife, even married us. He was our pastor.
And the pastor that married my brother and his.
And he also married his brother who came to live in Namibia. He married this girl from South Africa also, married a few other of our friends. And it was always my desire, by the way, that he married me as well.
In the end, I don't really know how I got to know you. At least somebody told me about you. I don't know if it was Søren or my parents, maybe most likely my parents, who said, we were in South Africa, in Namibia, and we met with Lon and Mel, these Americans, and there's a really nice girl living with them and whatever. I think that's how I heard first of you, but I'm not sure. It's been so long.
But you've seen me before. But when your brother was just showing his pictures from Namibia that he took.
Yeah, but you were always one of many on the pictures.
yeah, nothing specific or nothing special about just me, or the people he met from this Bible school or college or whatever you call it. Anyway, and then in 2010, I had an opportunity to come to Germany to exhibit our art because I was working for the organization that makes handcraft. If you see me wearing all handmade stuff, like it's not from them, but it's the kind of thing we did. So I came to exhibition in Germany in the year 2010.
That was in Berlin?
Yes, in Berlin. And I already knew his brother, and we are friends. So after the exhibition, I went to visit from Berlin to wherever I went to visit the brother.
And meanwhile, my brother who lived in Namibia moved back to Germany with his complete family.
Yes, he got married and moved back to Germany. So after my exhibition, I came to visit them for.
But not me, because I just moved to the northern part of Germany, a few hundred kilometers away. So first of all, I wasn't interested in some remote person.
Yeah, and even before I came to Germany that time, I already met your parents, of course. Then I met your younger brother who came to volunteer with us, with our organization, and lived with us in the house.
So my whole family knew her except me.
Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. So I think they then started talking to him about, oh, this girl, Bella, 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 this, Bella, that. But I think since he just started living his life, he finished university and he just started working, living the ultimate bachelor life. He was just like, oh, okay, Bella, my family go to Namibia.
And it
They
would have
meet.
been a 6 hours drive for a person that I don't know.
No, not that you should come and meet me. So it's like, my family goes to Namibia and they meet with the Garbers are the Americans. And then there's this girl, Bella, who lives with the Garbers and stuff like that. My family loves her. Absolutely. And it's maybe just half a lie. So I don't know. Maybe he was not curious enough yet or anything. And I was living my best life just traveling because I was traveling overseas with these exhibitions. Yeah? And then 2010, 2012, I came back again doing the same business. And again, I went to visit my other friend. By this time, I also know and met a lot of people from Germany. I have a friend, also a girl that volunteered at a different place in Namibia. I went to visit her. And I think, I don't even know how you came to come down.
It was not because of you. It was just a coincidence that I was in the area. So I went from the northern part of Germany to my parents, which
Yeah.
live more or less in the middle.
Yeah.
Are
you
like
sure it wasn't
5 or 6 hours? No, it was not because of me. But of course, my sister-in-law back then and her brother, they invited me because they needed you.
And your brother.
They met you.
Uh-huh.
And they wanted to go somewhere, and they said, "Hey, Henry, what are you up to? Do you want to join us? We want to go to some kind of lake or whatever."
No, that was your mother.
My mother. So it's her fault.
No, that was your mother and your sister-in-law.
Yeah.
So in the year 2000, when I came back to Germany, he came down. He was close. He came down, and we met.
First time ever.
2010, I came to Germany. Didn't I? No, I came twice in 2012, but it doesn't matter.
What did you think of me first?
So, but I was living my best life now. I traveled. I love and I was enjoying traveling with this business of I was presenting and showing our arts and stuff like that. No man in my mind whatsoever. I mean, I was just fine. And then
Excuse me.
his sister-in-law, especially because she's from South Africa, she kept saying, "Oh, I have my brother-in-law, the old one, and he's my favorite, and he's very, very nice, and da 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 da."
Which I am.
She was selling you, man. She was auctioning you to me, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, I don't care." But I was nice, of course. I was like, "Yeah, yeah," and I think she more wanted us to hook up, but I was not in a hookup mind or mood whatsoever. And I think he was just fine living his bachelor life.
Yep.
So then he came down and meet us at the coffee house or coffee shop.
It was near a little lake, and we did a walk and everything.
And near a little lake. And then he came in with his fancy car. And I was like, because I thought he was full of himself, to be honest.
Maybe I was.
Maybe it was just because we are meeting each other for the first time, and you are always, you're not all happy and jolly when you're meeting somebody.
I'm traveling after all.
Yes, but even now I can see it is a kind of reserved at first, and so I was like, nah, because I think of how his brother and his brother's wife also kind of presented him as a person who just into himself, not selfish, but just enjoy being by himself, kind of. And I enjoy being by myself. So, but I thought, he's full of himself, and I'm like, Good thing I'm not even into you or anything because I wouldn't.
Yeah, but in the end, we still had a nice afternoon. It was not this bad. It was just not, there was no spark or anything.
Yeah, but then we went for a walk and you asked me about my work and all that stuff and how I like German. I'm like, he seems kind of nice after all. I think, you know what they say, don't judge a book by its cover. And when at least you met the person for the first time, you shouldn't like prejudge them, but get to know them a little bit and then maybe judge them if you must. He's kind of nice. And that was it. So I went back with my friend, his sister-in-law, actually his sister-in-law and his mother, and he went back to wherever he was. I don't know if he went home or wherever. And that was it, 2012.
And that was it.
And then you sent me a friend request
I sent you a friend request over Facebook.
on Facebook.
And that's when I started basically following you on Facebook.
Stalking me.
No, I was always just interested, just genuinely. Oh, look what's Bella up to, and you posted a picture of your first car and everything.
Yeah.
So I followed you basically, and here's the funny thing: I always thought I was single the whole time. Huh? No girlfriends, no serious relationship.
Me too.
So, but in the end, it was like, oh, if I ever gonna find a woman, how is it possible to find a woman that doesn't have kids, who is not mentally unstable in terms of having all kind of bad relationships already in their past
and issues and things, yeah.
I always thought, the only person in the whole wide world that I remotely know is this Bella girl. It's true. It is true.
And I was not so much thinking about even what kind of men do I want to marry. But I tell you what, I think this is going to sound controversial or anything like this. I didn't see a lot of African. Let me not go to Africa. Let me just talk about Namibia because that's what I know and that's where I live. I didn't see a lot of Namibian men treating their wives well. And since I went to the Bible school, it was managed and not owned, managed by white people, couples, and I see how they love each other. And then later on, we also had this young couple from Germany that came to volunteer with us and lived with us, very, very young. And they love their wife. He loves his wife, I think a little bit way too much. Okay. There I go again. Oh my gosh.
Let's just say
He loves his wife very well.
A traditional African marriage was not for you.
And in my eyes, I would say too much because that's not what we're used to. But this is when I wish I was recording this so I can cut out of all these little pieces that I say in my mouth running away with me. And I admire that. First of all, I didn't even wish myself to be married. And when I started thinking about it, I did not want to marry a black man. I am sorry to say it. I love my people always and forever, and I have brothers, but I didn't have good example of what I didn't see what I want. Oh, yeah. So I just told myself, nope, I'm not doing that. And then when I set my mind to, I'm going to marry a white man. I wanted somebody with dark hair, like this, always brunette, not blonde. I don't think I requested for blue eyes. We have to send those back.
I like my blue eyes.
But I was and somebody who played music. He plays the guitar, by the way.
Not good enough often, but I do.
Not like exceptional, but good enough.
But anyway, we have to speed it up a little
bit.
Because that was just the
a little bonus. A little bonus.
It's the pre-story.
The pre-story.
Because yes. The real story just starts now.
Now, with a friend request. And his mother was always my friend on Facebook. And it's funny. And she had another friend from Namibia that was also from the Bible school, and they worked together. And this couple came to live in Germany, so they were close. And I think the
Who
two,
was that?
Sylvia, Auntie Sylvia.
So yeah.
And I think the two of them were always like, oh, look, Hendrik is liking Bella's picture. Oh, look, Bella commented on Hendrik's picture. I think they like each other. I was like, we're just commenting. So I think they were secretly wishing. So anyway, to make the story short, 2012, we're Facebook friends. We met once in person. I already know his entire family, been to his parents' house, brother's house, and all
And
that
we
stuff.
moved on.
And I moved on, went on doing my own thing, and continued traveling. Came back to Germany a couple of times after that
Without meeting me.
without meeting him ever again, but I met his family always. And then fast forward to 2017.
Over to me.
Yes.
Meanwhile,
You
my
tell
brother
me.
again.
Yes, this brother again. I think maybe he's the culprit.
He's the one. He's the culprit.
Mhm.
So my brother works for what's it called? NGO,
A non-profit organization.
non-profit organization, and we're helping kids in Southern Africa, like Namibia and South Africa.
Yeah.
And he basically was the boss of the German branch and managing it here, and being responsible for talking to people, to getting funds, and so on. And his idea of getting funds was to combine his hobby with his work. And his hobby is motorcycle riding. And I just made a
You ride a
motorcycle.
motorcycle.
Yeah. And I just made the driver's license for a motorcycle in 2012. So I had
Ah.
a few years of practice.
The same year we
Mhm.
met.
I had a few years of practice, and he's asked me, "Hey, I'm going to organize that tour through Namibia with motorcycles."
I'll be back.
Yes.
I just
Um,
I need to plug in my phone. Second.
yeah,
What? There is type of
it is tight. Anyway, so he said, "I'm organizing that tour. It's called Ride for Hope. We're riding through Namibia and we're visiting some children's homes, and you want to join us?" I said, "Sure thing. I've never been to Africa. I was the last person in my family to go to Africa at all, or to Namibia to be specific. So I said, yeah, sure. Why not?" So, uh, and for some reason, I thought, since I'm going to Namibia and I know a person living there, it would be a bummer if I didn't meet her. So I wrote her on Facebook.
No. Yes.
Oh, yes. I wrote her on Facebook, said,
Excuse
"Hi,
me.
Bella. By the way, I'm going to Namibia. Do you want to meet?"
You asked me for my email address.
Yeah, and then I didn't write her. I didn't write her exactly. No, I didn't give her my phone number. I didn't give anything. I don't know what came to my mind. I was just like, "Hey, I made the first contact. That's okay, and we'll figure things out later."
In the world of WhatsApp, man, he asked for my email address.
Yeah, that was kind of weird, and it nearly blew it, I think, because I did not contact you at all.
No, you write me a message on Facebook, and then I'll write you back, kind of like asking for details, and you wouldn't reply me for,
I think I was a little bit afraid of my own courage.
you know. And then he asked for my email address, so I gave it to him, and I was already like, who asked for email address when we have telephone numbers, cell phone numbers,
It
and
didn't even cross my mind.
easy. And so I gave him the email, and then he wrote, because I asked for details, when are they coming? He told me, and I think I asked him something else. He did not answer me for a month. Woo! For a month, guys. And then I was talking to my friend, my Kenyan friend Noreen. I was like, this guy, a brother of the friend that I already know. And he contacted me coming to Namibia and he want to meet. But then when I ask him, he doesn't answer me for a month. Who does he think he is? We even gave him a nickname.
Which is
AH. Sorry. Sorry. But anyway, he answered me back. But I didn't think he was going to like me or anything. But I just thought, okay, every time his parents come to Namibia, we have dinner. his brother comes, we'll meet. I'm like, oh, it's just a family thing, is what I do. And then okay, we sorted everything out. Then we set a date. Still don't want to call it a date, but I guess it is a date.
For me, it was a date.
For you, it was a date. I
That's
didn't
right.
think it was a date. Okay, so in my mind, I think since his brother is also there, we are going together because that's always what we do.
Okay, so but in the end, we made a motorcycle tour, which took 2 weeks or so around
Yeah.
Namibia.
Mhm.
And the plan was that I, after that, meet my parents who wanted to make a holiday in Namibia
His
and,
parents were there also.
and
Okay,
join
later.
them and going then to Etosha, I think. So anyway, we came back from that tour and on the last evening we had a debriefing, basically where we wrapped up the whole thing and so on. And I skipped it to meet you
You
because
skipped it,
I
huh?
skipped it.
Mhm.
Søren couldn't even join us because he was in
He
the middle
was
of that briefing.
ah
So anyway, imagine me, 2 weeks of motorcycle travel behind me. I had barely any clean clothes. I
you have
had a,
clothes at
I
all.
had a beard this big. I looked like a bushman.
Shh, guys,
No,
you
not like an African bushman, like somebody here from the German woods.
bush from the
Bush.
German bush. Yes.
A beard like this.
And
And,
the hair was
and,
also grown out.
and I had German army t-shirts. 3 of them. They all looked alike. So she thought I have only one t-shirt. I had 3. Anyway, I didn't look good
Because I was like, why would you buy 3 of the same shirt?
because I was on a motorcycle trip and it
And
was not about looking good.
and then I thought, you wrote me way long before that.
Take me as I am.
So let me tell that part.
Yeah.
So he wrote me and we set a day that we will meet, a date that we'll meet and go to this very nice restaurant in Okahanja. And in my mind, I thought his brother is coming. And he said, "Oh, Bella, by the way, my motorcycle is broken. Can you pick me up?" I'm like, "Sure, no problem." I didn't think I was going to ride on the motorcycle anyway. Hi, Tim Ria.
Hey.
Tim Ria is here. So I got dressed, looking really nice. I always do because I feel like not.
White pants, cream top.
Now you remember. I took time, and whenever I'm going somewhere, I of course try to look nice. Yeah.
And here am I. Black cargo pants, olive shirt, army shirt, big old beard, and I just finished smoking a cigarette.
No, you were sitting together when I came. I didn't see him. I didn't see no picture throughout the time they were here, except I'm going to meet him now. And remember, this is the second time we are meeting each other now.
Mm-hmm.
I came out, parked my car, came out. He's sitting there with his friend, Jonas, who I met again this year. They're smoking. I was like, oh, okay, no problem, because we're just going to dinner. It's his thing. He's wearing this. I still have the pants. They're here.
The t-shirts as well.
And the t-shirts are still here. And I wear
They are
them.
good quality, still
They
perfect.
are good t-shirts. I wear them. But I was just offended. Man, the guy look unkept. I like a guy that looks nice and trim. You see this beard like this hair, nice,
Wait,
really cut.
you're lucky I didn't wear my African hat, or did I?
No, of course not. How would I see your head?
Because this was the hat that I had for most of the time.
He even went to put it on. Look, this is how he look. Imagine big beard. Big beard. Thank God you didn't show up with this because this would have
That would have killed it.
this would have ruined it for you. So I picked him up. I don't know what to expect because I'm like, what are we going to talk about? It's the second time I'm meeting him. What if it's not going well? Will I just have to sit there and will I just have to sit there and pretend to be okay? Or if he's really not nice, I'm just gonna leave. I told myself, and I'm worried
I
about.
would have been stranded. I didn't have a car.
Yeah, you call your brother. I don't know if you had a phone or something. Maybe I would have been kind enough to tell your brother that I left you there. So anyway, to my surprise, I didn't even have to talk, and I didn't have the pressure. He told me about his trip, which was very interesting, very chilled and relaxed. I don't even know, were you nervous? You didn't seem nervous.
No, funnily enough, not. So here's the thing. Since I
I'm
basically,
sweating, guys.
yeah, me too. It's super warm in here.
Yeah, it is.
I never had a girlfriend, not a serious relationship, and I always had problems being myself around girls.
And Ria said her network is really bad, and she said she's not
Shut up.
hearing this story. You can hear it on Monday at work, or tomorrow. Tomorrow at work again. Mm, yeah,
So I was never really comfortable around girls for
yeah,
some reason.
okay.
But that was not the case with you.
I was a
Maybe,
friend. I was very friendly.
yes, of course. But maybe it was just because I just had given up and said, okay, let's just have a nice evening or so.
I
Maybe.
don't think you have really given up. But anyway, I was
I didn't
surprised.
feel uncomfortable.
I was surprised that his brother didn't come, and I felt that they set me up. They set me up. But I
But we had
didn't,
a really nice evening.
didn't know that he left the meeting to meet me. But we had a nice evening. I went home.
Wait, we're not there yet.
Okay.
We're not at home.
Okay, where are we?
So in the end, Bella drove me back to the house where we were with the motorcycles.
Yeah. Oh, and he paid for dinner. If he didn't pay for dinner, that would have been the end.
Of course, I pay for dinner. I still do,
Yeah, as you should.
even when you cook. Anyway, we said goodbyes.
Hi, welcome the fifth person.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
We said goodbye,
Yeah.
and you gave me a hug,
Yeah.
and I was sold. That was it.
Apparently.
That hug was the point for me when I thought, wow, all right. And her arms are so soft.
But babe, you didn't touch my arm yet. There's another story, a different story.
Maybe, but anyway, I was sold in that moment. You gave me a hug.
So okay, let me tell you guys about this hug. This hug was a normal hug. Come, I hug you again. It was just, I don't know, what was it too close? I didn't even jiggle you.
No,
I didn't jiggle you. It was just for me a normal hug, but apparently this hug did something to his poor little heart
heart and
and
brain.
mine and maybe downstairs.
Hey,
Sorry. Sorry. Anyway, since the date was so nice and not, I didn't have the pressure and I didn't have all the nervousness was gone. I went home and danced in the mirror. I was like,
so I made an impression as well, I guess.
I was just relieved that there was no awkwardness and nothing like that. So I told my friend, my Kenyan friend Noreen, I said, oh my gosh, it's so nice. I was not sold because I still didn't think we were going to date. I didn't see you like that. But I thought, oh, he is really, really, really nice. So I was happy that the date didn't go south. Then at this time, I was in Windhoek at the school. Yes. In fact, I even came from Windhoek. I was doing my week of school and I drove back just to go and meet him.
Yeah.
He didn't know. And my friend was in my house. And then she thought, shame on you, Noreen, if you ever watch this. Noreen thought, I'm going to meet you and maybe I'll bring you home for some reason because she said, oh, I'm going to leave the house free for you guys. To do what? Later, I was like, no, it doesn't happen like that.
Naja, also in the
Yes,
end,
thank you. It is a man's duty to pay. If that man doesn't pay for dinner, oh girl, just leave and never see him again. That's my very strong opinion.
What
So
about equal rights? But anyway,
no,
that's a discussion for another time.
no equal right. If you invite a girl out for dinner,
Yeah, if
hey,
you invite, I have to pay, of course.
yes,
But anyway, that's not the point here. The point is that
we don't go
the
argue
next
about it.
the next day there was an opportunity to go to another date or to meet again. So in the end, I was texting you or you were texting me.
You who me? No.
I was texting you, hey, do you want to meet again? You said no, I'm in or I am in Windhoek. Should I come and get you? And I said, oh, if it doesn't bother you too much, and you just wrote me back, is you want it or not? I said, okay, yes, I want to.
Because here's what happened. We went back. I went back to school, and he stayed in Okahanja. And his brother was leaving to go to Windhoek because he has friends in Windhoek. His brother. Ah, I said I like your
Yeah.
shirt. And she said some people like 50-50. Okay, if you like it, it's okay. His brother went to Windhoek to meet his friend, and then he was at this place by himself. But where was Jonas? Left also already?
Yeah, I think they left already.
He was at the place by himself because he was waiting for his parents to come so they can go to Etosha and do their safari thing. So he told me, oh, my brother went to Windhoek and I'm here alone or something. I felt sorry for him because I know he doesn't know people there. And his brother is very much outgoing or kind of thing, friends. And I felt bad. I said, do you want me to come? And he said, oh, if it's not a bother to you, if it's not a problem. I said, no, I can come. And then he went a little bit more around the circle. I'm like, you want me to come or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we went. I guess I kind of felt the second time we went to a different restaurant, it was Spur. I now felt like this was like a date because I also started developing a little bit of feelings.
Yeah, and in my mind, it was like, okay, she's not coming all the way from Windhoek to Okahanga, like 70, 80 kilometers, just to be polite or anything.
I was just coming just to be
In
polite.
my mind.
Okay, yes.
It was
Because
just, okay, there must be something more. She must have at least liked me so much that she does it.
well, I did like you, and the fact that I'm a friend to your family.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't treat you any less or any one of your family any less anyway.
Yeah. And then we went to Spur, which was another nice evening, and
Yes.
she laughed her head off when we ordered, what's it called? Amarula.
You ordered amarula and it came a lot of ice with a drop of amarula in it.
She was laughing crazy. It was like,
what? Oh,
basically no amarula in that glass.
and then in this little town, you cannot hide nothing. I was really just like, I hope nobody see me because the people in this place will just start rumors that Bella is dating somebody. Meanwhile, we are not dating because we are not dating. In my culture, if you're dating a girl, you have to ask them. The Namibian boys are bold. They say, I want you. Straightforward, and you know. But these white men, they will take you on dates. They will take you on dates and they'll start even liking you. And soon before you know it, they'll start kissing you or something like that on your neck. I'm like, brother, what's going on?
But you need to be sure first before you make any move.
Yeah, but I wasn't used to that. So I still didn't think we are dating or anything. So when we are there, hoping to be discreet, here comes my neighbor from the previous street in Okahanja as our server in that restaurant. And she was just
I
like,
didn't know that.
hi, neighbor. I'm like, oh, where are you coming from? Who brought you here? Anyway, that was it. Oh, no, he didn't stop. He went to it. I went back to school that night. He went back, and the next day you drove to Etosha.
Yeah.
And I thought,
that
finish.
And
Goodbye. Was nice to meet you, I thought.
I was sitting in the car with my parents going to Etosha up north, hours and hours. And then we had a nice time there. But this woman was always on my mind. I didn't care about lion, giraffe, the nights there. It was only just Bella sitting in my head.
What about the food?
The food was okay. That was important, yes, but not as important as that little Bella that was sitting in my mind, not leaving me alone. So I didn't leave her alone.
Ah, yes.
So I didn't have your WhatsApp. we communicated over Facebook Messenger.
Yes, because he never asked for my number. And that's
So-
one of the things that our Namibian boys would do. Can I get your number?
Yeah.
And you know he only wanted for something.
And I didn't. Maybe
Mhm.
that's what separated me from the Namibian boys.
Yeah, I know.
So-
You're not Namibian.
But I did not leave you alone. Not
Yeah.
a single bit.
Not a
We
single
were
bit.
chatting back and forth the whole time. And you were chatting too a lot.
I was not chatting
Yes.
a lot. I was just responding to you. I remember.
I kept the conversation flowing.
And then wait, and then I'm like, why is it? I was in some entanglement situationship, by the way. And then it was like, why is this guy? Bella, by the way, we are in Etosha with my parents. We saw, and you sent me some pictures of elephants or giraffe, whatever you saw, by Facebook message. I'm like, dude, first of all, I have been to Etosha already. Second of all, why are you writing me and telling me about this Etosha thing? Anyway, but I was always nice, so I respond nicely. I miss Asteria's comment. My hair. Thank you. Did you say about this?
Mhm.
Thank you very much. My hair is giving. Yes, I did it today, and I did a video, by the way. I'll show you guys how I did this. So, what's upping me? What's upping me? And then, who did? What's your parents?
Well,
Uh, invited me to dinner. I tell you, his family was sneaky. I tell you that, trying to set me up with their very lovely son here.
because I
So,
couldn't shut up about you.
so I think he was talking with his parents, and I'm sure your mother was like asking you, what do you think of Bella and what. So while they were in their excursion adventure, they were talking a little bit about me. So since I already know his parents, they know me very well. I mean, not very well, but we are very comfortable with each other. We we have our store in Windhoek for our craft stuff, and I was going there for some reason, or they did invited me or so. No, I don't remember quite well. So we were both going to Windhoek. I was going to our shop, and up there there's a cafe, and we were to meet for some reason. I think you told me that you will be there and we'll meet. And I remember that I had spent some times at our booth, and you were like, "Where is she? Why is she not coming?" So then we went outside to the cafe to have coffee. Excuse me, to have coffee. And then before I know it, your dad said, "Okay, we are leaving you young people alone." I was like, "Ah, oh, okay. Now what do I do with you? Where do I go? What do I show you in the event to come from Okahanja?" So again, I felt set up the second time. This family set
Maybe
me up.
you were set up.
I think they did set me up. And so we walk around, we went to the clock tower in Independence Avenue there.
Did we have ice cream there?
Yes, my favorite ice cream shop. I think is still there. We have some ice cream because I thought, okay, I can at least show him my ice cream spot. Then we went to Zoo Park. This guy was smoking, and the smoke is no to me. I don't know if he knew. I don't know if he knew, but he smoked before. And while we were walking around, he didn't smoke, but I still smell him because that smoker's breath comes from inside or whatever, and you still smell them. I smell him as he's talking to me, but it didn't bother me. I'm like, ah. But at this time, I was already kind of considering if I should like him more or should not. So we walk around, we sit
But
there.
by the way, I quit smoking like 6 years ago.
Yeah, maybe we can tell that story.
Yeah, that's the story for another time.
He doesn't smoke anymore. Story for another time, how he quit smoking. We went to Zoo Park. No, we went to the church there. What is it called?
Christuskirche.
Christuskirche, and walk around in the Parliament Garden there, and went to the Zoo Park, sit around. Because we are waiting for dinner, his parents invited me out to dinner. Joe Beer House. Yes. I went there also before. Um, and then we're there. And this brother,
Me?
so we're sitting in Zoo Park and people are walking by. People, there were some boys, Namibian boys walking by coming from work and I guess on a break. And they were like, ah, who are these? Who are these two sitting? They are two different colors. Ah, they are what? Oh, Anua, Oganekala Dialoga. I'm like, oh, they're just passing by and making comments that there are two different people sitting together.
It is a blessing I didn't understand that.
Yes. And so, anyway, we're sitting there just talking. I don't know what we were talking. And then he come closer. He's coming closer like this. I'm like, okay. The shade was not really full. I thought he was moving away. And I was so naive, man. I was so naive. I was not there where you were yet. So he's moving closer. I'm like, okay, okay. I felt something like why he moved closer, but at first I thought he moving away from the sun. Then he like just without warning, he reached out and touched my arm like this, and he said, "Oh my goodness, your arm!"
Her
He
skin,
said, "Oh my goodness, your arm is so soft."
her skin is
Hi, Sonia.
unbelievably soft.
Hello, Sonia. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, Sonia.
Welcome. Welcome. So I was like, your skin is so soft. I'm like, thank you. I said, can I touch it again? Can I touch it again? Guys, I do have a very soft skin. And funny enough, even his sister-in-law one time touched me. I was like, oh my gosh, Bella, you're too soft. And then invited her husband to touch my skin. And invited her husband to touch my arm. And Soren was very uncomfortable. By the way, so that was my husband's move. Your arm is so soft. And then he asked for seconds on my arm.
Sounds silly. Worked.
Well, I didn't know what to do, just to move away and say, but I know my sisters say them too. And then he touched it again and said, oh, wow. he acted so amazed by how soft my skin was.
I didn't act, I was amazed.
Okay, my skin is very soft. I don't know why. I drink a lot of water and I use oil on my, and Vaseline, by the way. That's it. And so before I know it, he leaned over. You didn't even ask me for a kiss. You just took it.
You didn't run away?
He just took it. And then when he kissed me, I was like, oh, I smell like cigarette.
You're telling that as if it's the terrible story of the world.
It's not terrible, but it's the first time I ever kissed somebody who smoked 2 hours or 3 hours.
It's like kissing an ashtray. Like kissing an ashtray.
Sonia, the story is touching you now. Oh, the story was funny, my friend. So then we stayed there. He kissed me the second time. And I still was a little bit in my thought of I'm smelling cigarette. And then we are waiting for dinner to go to Joe's beer house. And we went there. And the way his parents were shifting just to make sure he sit next to me. Now I can just see. I can see it. I was set up, guys. I was set up. But I'm happy I got set up.
Yeah.
So we had dinner and they were staying at the guest house nearby as well. And after dinner, his parents went in. I think I also went, yes, I went in. Sonia, this is your favorite. I went in. His father likes Winterklager. His father likes Winterklager. And so he said, they were flying like the next day. So I have some beers left over. Come and get them for your for your father, my American parents now. So I went in and saw their place and stuff like that. Then he walked me out to my car, and there,
I walked you out.
yeah, we went. Not your parents. Your parents will be happy to just stay in the background, guys. This is how set up I was. So they say bye. They say bye to me at the door and let him walk me out by himself. So
Ich habe schon tolle Eltern.
yeah. I mean, and then we went to the car, hugged some more, and then he went for it again. He kissed me one more time. But by this time, I was feeling him. I was feeling.
I didn't smoke before, I think.
No, you didn't smoke before, but I think you smoked before we met in the craft center.
Mm.
So I went home, driving. I'm thinking, okay, the guy likes to be alone. Oh, Asteria is cooking. What are you cooking? So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going back. By the way, I was still in my situationship. He's going back. He's very comfortable being by himself.
8,000 kilometers away.
And again, in my naiveness, I thought, he's going to just forget about me. Maybe it's just a thing. Little did I know I am unforgettable.
Unforgettable. And never had a relationship or anything or a girlfriend.
Yeah.
That was a first for me.
Yeah.
And I was 39. I
Yeah.
didn't let that chance slip.
Yeah. No, you were
If
not
I-
39,
if I-
38.
38.
Yeah.
If I would have blown this, it would have been the last chance.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So I was thinking, okay, we just don't get your hopes up and stuff like that. So and then he did not stop. I think by then you asked me for my phone number. Oh, was it when you went?
Yes.
You asked me for my. Finally, he asked for my phone number. This whole time doing Facebook messages.
It worked.
Yeah, and so
What's she cooking?
I know eating, ma. Oh, now you guys don't make me want things. Oh, Nangu is what I want, you guys. I didn't have a Nangu in a very long time. So he went back. He started WhatsApping me nonstop. Okaungu. She's cooking mopane once. In fact, oh no, I already have something.
We need to make pizza.
I'm going pizza.
Gizzard.
Gizzard, yes. So he's WhatsApping me, and I think it was when he really left that we 100% fell for each other.
And I didn't leave you alone still. WhatsApp all the time.
Yeah, didn't leave me alone, man. The brother won't leave me alone. I'm like, oh, okay. So, but he was nice, very, very nice. So,
Oh, thank you. Finally, you
And-
admit it.
no, I said the first night you were already nice. Sonia, by the way, our first unofficial date was at the Okahanja Country Hotel. They owe me a dinner there or something. So I guess when people ask how we met,
It's a long history of coincidences, I think. And
yeah,
you knowing the family.
these guys are in their own discussion. Yeah, it's a long chain of connection and meeting and mingling
And it was still very surprising that it worked out. Because what are the odds? We're living 8,000 kilometers apart.
the odds are
From-
not.
From different races, different cultural backgrounds. That's very much different. And that it worked out is just a miracle to me.
Look at the comments of these guys. You are eating butterflies. The butterflies are yummy.
Stimmt.
Yeah. So anyway, and then I guess apart from this 3 dates, I guess I still don't want to call the first one a date. because I thought we were just going to meet, normal friends meeting, whatever.
Yeah, then I had one more date than you.
Okay, then he has one more date. Apart from these 3 meeting dates, I think we really, really liked each other away from each other. And then we both decided we don't want to date long distances forever and ever. I was in a long distance relationship before that, and I didn't like it. It had a lot of conflicts for no reason, mostly from my side only. I was mean, guys. I was mean. Anyway, and then we set a date, and that I'm coming to visit him in Germany. And this was my test for me, for him. I am going to see him in his comfort and see if he's really that nice. Because it's one thing to meet somebody, it's another thing to live with somebody for a week or two. So, and then again,
Your real test was that you asked me if I buy your ticket,
yes,
your plane ticket, which
yes,
is around €1,000, and that hurt pretty much.
it hurt.
Yes, it hurt.
It hurt. If you,
€1,000 is a lot. That's like $20,000, isn't it?
yes, if only you would have said, have you found a flight or something like this? I would have helped you out because I'm queen of cheap. I would have found that.
I just booked a flight.
But he decided to book a direct flight with his country airline, which is very expensive and it sucks. I don't like it. They don't give you any drinks except water and coffee, and you have to buy everything, even earphones in the plane.
But that's a philosophy thing. You go for the cheapest flight available, even if it takes you 24 hours.
Yes, I don't mind.
I hate that. I want to go direct
I don't mind. I like airport. I'll be sitting there looking at people, imagining where they are going.
I was just stressed out.
But the real test was, if he refused to pay for my ticket, what? That would be it. I'm like, okay, brother, I cannot come. Goodbye. But you can't be the one coming to me, but you can't pay for a flight ticket. I was a little spoiled before him, so I was messed up for him. But he paid. Maybe he made a fuss to his brother or whatever, but not to me.
Oh, I just fussed to myself.
But I would have saved you €500 so, or maybe 4 or 3. But yeah, anyway, that's how we met. There's a whole lot of stories, I guess, but there's nothing.
We can tell other stories to another point
Yeah,
in time.
there's nothing surprising. That's how we met. I hope you enjoy our story. What are these two going on about? Eating moths and butterflies. I know, right? I mean, I did that one time, but I was also an immature in a relationship because this was my first relationship before my husband, and it was long distance. And I made the poor guy suffer so much. I'm even ashamed of myself, to be honest.
Talking about butterflies, would you have ever thought that I would like mukbang worms?
Yeah, no, of course. And these two, Sonia and Tyra, are just going between comments and butterflies and grasshoppers and what.
Funny enough, she wouldn't eat grasshoppers. I totally would.
We've been married going on 5.
The 14th of July, it's 5 years.
July 14th will be 5 years. Sonia.
It's even in my ring that I found again.
Yeah, but babe, you also like to mix things. Né?
Yes.
Yeah, July 14th, we will be 5 years. How long have you been married, Sonia? You celebrated an anniversary last year? Can't remember if it was the 7th or so. So that was our story, guys.
Sorry, I was reading comments here on my
tablet. That was our story, and thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, enjoy your insect.
Look at that. July 14th is the day she started her YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's a lucky day. I don't even know why I chose 14. I knew that I didn't want to get married in summer. That was an absolute no-no. Okay, 6 years in November. all right. We are chasing you. We will never catch you. We are chasing you, although we never catch you. July, I didn't want to get married in the heat. Yo,
Well,
uh-uh.
we got married first in Germany on the
Yeah,
14th of July
yeah. And then went to Namibia.
and had a traditional wedding there.
Hi! So, Sonia, how can you forget? I mean, 7. Yeah, okay, I was close. I thought 6,
You can
7.
always say time goes on so quickly
Yeah,
when you're having a good time, so you just skip the year you
yeah,
married.
really.
That's fine.
I honestly don't even know how these 5 years happened. So the next time I think we will talk about cultural shock or no, cultural differences. But
Cultural differences, yeah.
and how they are affecting us or not affecting us. You stop counting at 2 years. Yeah, 2 years you're still in a honeymoon. 2016. 2016, yeah, I knew you, but
We haven't met yet.
no, we met in 2012.
Yeah,
But we haven't officially met. Yeah. Oh hi. Yeah. Anywho, that was it, guys. It has been long. Yo. I feel tired from bubbling away.
was nice. You guys enjoy your dinner,
Yeah.
your worms
Your
or
worms and butterflies and moths. Hi, Justice.
hey,
Oh, you also got married in 2016. Man, where were you in 2016?
happy and single.
Yes, cultural shock, cultural differences coming up.
Although, okay, that's we should talk about that in the
Yeah,
next thing.
yeah,
But there's not super big things, no
yeah. There's no,
smaller things.
yeah. I think.
Still interesting.
Mm, thank you, Justice, for joining. Although we are at the end, but thank you. I appreciate you guys and celebrate with me. I have 150 subscribers. The way I dance for these subscribers, you think I hit the 150,000. Hi. Yes, yes, we will do the cultural shock or cultural differences. But
Yeah, we can even make 2 or 3 little videos about that cultural things and how we've been brought up as
yeah,
kids.
hmm
What happened when you came here or when I went to Namibia
Mhm.
and stuff.
Yeah,
It has
maybe.
a lot of stuff for 2 or 3 videos.
Yeah, you have some experiences of how you met my family and what was your impression and things like that. And I already met his family before I met him.
But still, there
So
were differences when you came here.
I know that his mother was extremely happy that he was getting married. He was she was always worried about him.
My mom loves me.
I know, very much so. Yeah. So I gotta go, guys. It is 6:50 past 6.
Already. So, woman, are you going to make dinner or what?
Yeah, okay. Wait, I'm going to make dinner. Yes, sir. Oh. uh, Sonia, are you saying that I should it's better to make the video than the live? Um because he says that maybe put it in the video because we can do both. We can do both. Or whichever is best. Which one is best? Okay.
We can do both, but I have to try it out.
But you guys, I'm afraid I will say something that is off and I can't edit it out of this live.
No, but we can do a live and still record the footage. That's not a problem. I just need to try it first.
Yeah. Well, I was
Then we can do the live on your channel
yeah,
and the
and
video on
record.
and put the video on making memories.
Thank you very much, Patricia. Thank you so much. I appreciate
Thank you.
I really do appreciate you being here. Patricia was the first one, by the way, right from the beginning. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Alles klar.
Okay, I will do both. I'm going to cook still. By the way, we have the same time, Namibia and Germany at this moment. So thank you.
Ciao.
Yes. You agree with Tate? Tate, Tate
Henriki.
Kualelepo. All
Eh,
right. Bye. Bye, guys.
Tschüss.
Thank you.